And so the argument has been that if someone is born here, they are subject to the jurisdiction of the US unless they're the kids of diplomats, for example. So the piece by Randy Barnett of Georgetown and Ilan Werman of Minnesota argue that those who came here without authorization really haven't entered into the social contract that was historically understood as part of being subject to the jurisdiction of a nation. What do you think of that argument?
Judge Sugarman wrote a blog post in which he said, I'm an originalist, and the article by Barnett and Werman give originalists a bad name. One of my colleagues, who's a legal historian, Dylan Penningroth, said, this is the worst kind of historical analysis where they picked some examples and ignored so much on the other side. So my colleague Dylan Penningroth pointed to the legislative history of the 14th Amendment, where one senator said, does this mean that even someone from China as a child in the United States, their child would be a United States citizen, even if they're not? And the response was, yes, that's exactly what it means. Indeed, the Supreme Court in 1898 in United States versus Wong Kim Ark said that everyone born in the United States is a United States citizen, regardless of the immigration status of their parents. And the Supreme Court in that case, over 100 years ago, addressed just the argument that you pointed to. The Supreme Court said within the jurisdiction of the United States was simply meant to mean if there was an invading army and a child was born, that child wouldn't be a citizen. If there was a foreign ambassador and a child, that child wouldn't be a citizen. Correspondingly, if we have someone in the military abroad who has a child, they're still a United States citizen. If somebody works in a foreign embassy, they're still a United States citizen because we're within the jurisdiction. Reputable legal historians say that it's clear that the purpose of this first sentence, Section 1 of the 14th Amendment, is anyone born in the United States, subject to the jurisdiction, the examples I mentioned, is a United States citizen.